and welcome to part 43 of my report on the McCarrick Report by Patrick Parson. We are continuing Chapter 13 of the McCarrick Report, titled Nunzio Montalvo's Investigation of Allegations against McCarrick, May to June 2000. Last week we heard what Bishop James T. McHugh and Bishop Vincent D. Breen had to say about their knowledge of inappropriate behavior by Theodore McCarrick, and it wasn't much. Only unsubstantiated rumors, even though we have seen earlier in the report how at least one of them saw something which should have been reported but wasn't. Now, a footnote states Bishop Breen was already suffering effects of the early onset of rapidly progressing Alzheimer's disease, and that he experienced trouble in completing sentences and had to fish for words that would not come to him. Breen died just 3 years after his letter. Now, what do the other two bishops have to tell us? Bishop Edward T. Hughes says, I have no direct factual information concerning any moral weakness shown by Archbishop McCarrick either in the past or in the present. Without any specific inquiries, I believe that the Archbishop's reputation in the diocese is generally good. Now, Hughes did address allegations made by Priest 6 and Priest 1. Hughes stated that Priest 6 was not clear or sure about McCarrick's behavior being immoral or inappropriate. Hughes was also upset at a letter by Dr. Fitzgibbons, which seemed to absolve Priest 1 of responsibility from immoral activity with 2 young boys. And Hughes felt that Priest 1 was not trustworthy. Now, Hughes admits that he has no completely reliable information against McCarrick, but he does state it would be unwise to consider the Archbishop for any promotion or additional honor, since these charges, whether with or without merit, might again surface. Then the response by Bishop John M. Smith was the longest from the 4 bishops. I was saddened and shaken to receive your letter of inquiry regarding any factual information you may have relative to any serious moral weakness shown by Archbishop McCarrick either in the past or in the present. I have the greatest respect and admiration for Archbishop McCarrick as a man of deep prayer and spirituality, a tireless worker, an extraordinary intellect, a talented leader, a totally orthodox teacher of the Catholic faith, an effective speaker, an example of charity, and a pastorally sensitive diocesan bishop. It has seemed to me that his capacity for leadership in the Church was limited by his being the Archbishop of Newark, rather than being the diocesan bishop of a more prominent or prestigious see. Smith later adds, I have never heard anyone make a substantiated accusation of immoral behavior against Archbishop McCarrick, nor have I any evidence of serious moral weaknesses shown by Archbishop McCarrick. Regarding overnight visits by his nephews, damaging stories could be invented and spread by unscrupulous and evil persons that could harm Archbishop McCarrick's good reputation. The Archdiocese of Newark may well have some of these evil and unscrupulous persons even among the clergy. Now, in addition to stating, I must say that I would be completely shocked if any individual accused Archbishop McCarrick of immoral behavior or of serious moral weakness, Smith concludes with, I pray that this matter will be quickly resolved for the good church and Archbishop McCarrick, whom I consider one of the truly great men in the Church of the United States. I don't know about you, but I get the feeling that Bishop Smith may have gotten advice in what to write from one of the so-called truly great men in the Church of the United States. The way Smith's letter is written suggests McCarrick may have helped pen it. But that is my suspicion only, with no way of proving it, particularly as Smith died in 2019 at the age of 83. Of course, we all will face death someday, and we had best ready ourselves for it. One way of doing that can be by asking for mercy through the Fatima prayer which our Mother gave to us. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy.